Wheat, a versatile crop with a plethora of uses. Bake the most delicious of breads, cakes and cookies. Breed cows, sheep, goats, and the elusive mushroom. Quickly heal your faithful steed or caravan companion. Craft hay bales and packed mud for all your decorative needs. Sell to farmer villagers for those shiny emeralds. Or just throw it into a composter for bone meal. Now I know what you're thinking. You had me at wheat, but Mark, where are the facts? Well there, little Timmy, relax, sit back, and watch as I unload these bullets of knowledge. Planting a seed on farmland will initiate the 8 stages of wheat growth. When a fully grown wheat crop is harvested, it will drop 1 wheat and up to 3 seeds. Villagers will take on the farmer role when paired with a composter. They will plant and harvest seeds and crops on farmland within 9 blocks of their position. Farmer villagers will only attempt to harvest if they do not have enough food in their inventory. Food in this context includes beetroots, bread, carrots, potatoes, and wheat. They will attempt to compost any additional seeds they have in their 8-slot inventory. Well, thank you kindly, Science Me. Let us begin. So there I was, taking a walk, breathing in that crisp Minecraft air, when all of a sudden I happened upon an abandoned watermill. A coincidence? Unlikely. But a perfect place for our wheat farm. Begin by digging a 9x9 area 2 blocks deep. Replace the middle row of redstone blocks, followed by a single redstone block in one of the corners. This will ensure our minecart has a guaranteed return journey. Next, lay rail covering the area. Rail is somewhat fiddly, so you may need to replace a few to ensure a single continuous track. Whilst doing so, replace any rail on the redstone blocks with powered rail. Next up, collection, and for that we're going to need a minecart unloader. Simple stuff really. Start with a chest, feed a hopper into the back of that chest, and another hopper into the back of that. Place a comparator facing away from the initial hopper, followed by a block with a lever on the face of it. Turn it off and place a redstone torch on top. Place a block above the comparator, place powered rail above each hopper, sprinkle redstone dust on top of the block above the comparator, place another block above the redstone torch, and then connect the minecart unloader with the main line of rail. Place a minecart on the rail and close everything in with blocks of your choice. Next, fill in our 9x9 area with dirt blocks. Throw some items on top and give it a test. If done correctly, items should get picked up by the minecart and appear in the chest. Replace the central dirt block in our 9x9 area with a waterlogged stair. This will saturate 4 blocks in every direction. Till the remaining dirt blocks and plant seeds. Now for the tricky part, moving a villager. Use their workstation like a line of candy to lure them to their destination. The attention span of a villager is terrible at best, and in retrospect it's probably better to fill their inventory with seeds before attempting a relocation to avoid those painful distractions. But alas, we did it. Throw seeds at them to ensure their inventory is full, and wait, and watch, intently. And after what seems like a lifetime, wheat will have reached its final stage of growth, and without hesitation our farmer will harvest it and immediately plant more in its place, only picking up what they need to refill their inventory, leaving wheat and additional seeds bobbing on the ground, ripe for the picking. So turn on our minecart collection and take a peek inside the chest to be completely, a little bit underwhelmed. Well, that's disappointing. Introducing the bee. Breed bees with flowers. Each beehive can house up to 3 bees. Bees can enter a beehive from any direction but only vacate via the front. Bees are attracted to a range of flora, flowers, sweet berry bushes, flowering azalea leaves, and mangrove propagules. After about 30 seconds of hovering over flora, the bee will collect pollen indicated by little dusty dots on their body. A bee carrying pollen can fertilize up to 10 crops whilst flying back to their beehive. After approximately 2 minutes, the bee will pop out, increasing the beehive's honey level by 1. Once the honey level reaches 5, the beehive will ooze with honey, indicating it's ready to harvest. Note, the beehive will output a redstone signal equal to that of the level of honey. Use an empty bottle to collect honey or shears to collect honeycomb. But be cautious, bees will become hostile towards the player unless the hive has been pacified with a campfire. Alternatively, dispensers can be used instead, and once harvested, the honey level will reset to 0. Well, consider me educated. Start by placing a composter and raise the compost level to 2. Place a comparator facing out from the back and sprinkle redstone dust to test the power output. Stack 2 solid blocks either side of the comparator and 1 above. Place temporary blocks either side of the composter with trapdoors on the face. Just above where the temporary blocks were, place 2 dispensers facing down. Place a solid block above the composter and a beehive either side. At the back, place a few blocks to house our redstone circuit. Place a comparator either side facing away from the hives and set them to subtract mode. Note, comparators can actually read redstone signal through a single solid block. Next, sprinkle redstone dust on either side. Hide the redstone dust with a decorative block. Fill one dispenser with shears and the other with empty bottles. And finally, remove the trapdoors to release the bees. For best results, place flora at the far side of our farmland to encourage the bees to fly over the undeveloped crops. When the dispensers fire, honeycomb and honey bottles will pop out. Where they land seems to vary. Figure out where they generally land for you and place hoppers feeding into a chest. Before long, you'll find yourself nipple deep in resources.